over today? I checked the clock. It was past 10 o'clock already. Afterwards, I tried calling her several times but couldn't get through to her. And just like that, time slipped away from me. I'd never gone this long without hearing from her. I really didn't understand my family's schedule at all. Master! Let's go take a bath together. It'll be nice. Fan service. At least, well, they don't overrate it in this game. Or you could just give them a bath. She was right on the dot, Vanilla. You haven't grown that much, and what are you talking about? She's very elegant, kawaii neko. Vanilla, you're the one changing the subject. In any case, I'll pass. You two need to get ready and go home. Aww. The two of you can't stop fingering ignorance, cut that out. The two of them were about to distract me again and they looked in my direction. Since she isn't picking up, I'll take you two home. So get ready to go home. Chocola and Vanilla turned away and looked downwards. Returning home on the same day I moved out. Seemed so stupid of an idea that I did hesitate a bit. But there was no other way. This was not the time for that. The two of them were silent as I looked at them and continued. Listen up, my bakery's going to start up soon, and who knows what will happen after that. With no one to rely on, I don't know what will happen. With all that's going on, I don't know if I can take care of you two. Get it? I mean, it's already going to be difficult enough just looking after myself. It was a quiet voice that I could barely hear. With her head down, Chocola said something. What did you say? I came closer and asked her to repeat herself. She's not happy. And she's like, no, I won't take no for an answer. Oh. Wait. Hey, Chocola. Wait, stop. Vanilla, why are you running away too? Oh my god, so kawaii. It's dangerous. Stop running around. If you fall, you'll get hurt. It's unnecessary to worry about. Maybe so for Chocola, but aren't you bad with physical activities? Come here, I'll get you, Chocola. I'll get you. I can't see anything, so how do you know if you'd be a pervert? Grab towards the waistline, on top of the waistline, then you're a pervert, or whatever. Oh, okay. I am not, it's because you two are running around. Hey, stop it. Are you still going to run? Crap, I got you, Vanilla. Oh. What? Chocolate, stop it. Really got you. Choco. Hahaha. Let's play tag. Like I said, stop running. Those two didn't listen to a word I said, and they continued to mess with me. And that was how the first night went. In any case, I'll let you stay tonight, but I don't have any guest beds or futons, okay? They're so cute! I like their PJs. It's just Choco has way more bows, I think, compared to Vanilla. But I just like the PJs. It's like nightgowns, kind of cute, and I like really flowy, silky, lacy PJs. True, I don't really like wear these kind of things, but it'd be cute to have. I like the blue one. It's just so cute! Well, that was all happening 11 o'clock and it became midnight. Even I took them home now. Everyone would surely be asleep. Sure, be asleep by now. The only glimmer of hope is that my sister would call back and didn't happen. So tomorrow I decided to take them home was my first priority. Let's cuddle and sleep in Master's bed. Oh, Vanilla, you're gonna restrain yourself. Cleverly, they even brought up their PJs. Pajamas. Just how much planning went into these devious actions anyways. I see if you do that, then where will I sleep? Aww. I always wonder what it'd be like if my cat was actually human. Or half human. Neko, humanoid cat. I thought it'd be kinda cute. Don't get ahead of yourselves. A single bed for 3 people is too crowded. That's not necessarily true depending how big your bed is. You could fit 3 people. If not, you could fit 2 people to the max. Aww. The floor of the empty room without even curtains. I watched them two lie down, cuddle up on the floor. This is way too pitiful of a sight called praiseworthy. I just make them sleep in the bed. That and something only a certain type of people would say. Where do these nekos get their information from anyways? Well, they'll probably read a lot of books, watch TV. Chocola isn't good with kanji, it's true, she only reads picture books. On second thought, you two sleep in my bed. It's still getting cold at night in April after all. I'm going to sleep on the sofa in the living room. The sofa can fit 1 person, and there's air conditioner in there in case I find needed. Aww. Oh, Chocola is sacrificing herself. She's like, you can sleep with Vanilla. Then Vanilla does the opposite too. They move quickly towards me. I placed my hand on their head and spoke clearly in a stern voice. Listen to me. I will sleep on the sofa and you two will sleep in my bed. In my room. Fine. Those are your master's orders, understood? Aww. When you look like that, you can't help but feel sorry. It's cutesy, but sad. I said it like that debatably. The two of them looked like they wanted to say something, but hesitated. They lowered their heads, apologetically. Aww, I want to hug them. They stared at them and looked like they were on the verge of crying. Their obedience had the exact opposite effect I expected. It filled me with guilt. I felt a prickling sensation in my chest. The pain left me as I sighed and rubbed the two of them on their head. Come on, get going. Good night. If anything happens, tell me right away. I gently rubbed them on their head of the disparate nekos once more. See you in the morning. With that said, I turned the light off in the room. It's okay, Chocola. In the dark room, her voice faintly echoed. The pain in my heart from before became even sharper. I swallowed that pain and replied cheerfully, "It's all right. If it's just for one day, don't worry about it." Now then, go to sleep. I really shouldn't act with emotion, huh? I lay down on the sofa. I sighed while staring at my ceiling. If I gave in to emotions, the result would just lead to more sadness. That's why, if I use kind or hopeful words, the only thing that comes out of my mouth would be lies. It's pretty uncool of me to be so nabby-pabby like this, while I pile the insults onto myself. I closed my eyes and waited for sleep to take over.
NekoPara. その件に関しては、ショコラとバニラの意思を尊重したいと思います。ショコラとバニラがちゃんと納得したら迎えに行きますので。
I was finally able to get in touch with her. Without any migraines or negotiation space, I was struck down. But she said, if you say that, I don't think Chocola and Vanilla will.
ところで兄様、この妹目に今朝の愛のささやきを。
Don't make this into a daily ritual. In any case.
あ、すみません。お父様から呼ばれましたので失礼いたします。愛してますわ、兄様。ではまた。
Ah, wait. Seriously? As the relentless electrician buzz of the dropping call echoed, staring at my cell phone. And here I thought this would all come to an end if I could just talk to her. Food. I'm hungry myself right now. Japanese breakfasts are really awesome. The nekos in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches, indicated to contain the tomato and cheese and lettuce. and went over easy fried egg inside it. It was a simple sandwich, but that was breakfast pretty much. You two are definitely going home today, okay?
ご主人様はショコラたちといるの楽しくないですか？ショコラは楽しいですよ。もうそれは今世紀最大級に。昨晩はご主人だって結構お楽しみだったくせに。
Stop it with this deliberately misleading words. I sighed at the happy-go-lucky mindset. I took the opportunity to fill the empty glass with milk. The eating habits of nekos were effectively the same as those of humans, so this part was straightforward. Of course, what they like and dislike depends on the individual neko. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything in order yesterday. Also today, I really do have to start getting ready for the bakery opening. That is why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home. With a sandwich in my hand, I said to them,
ここにショコラがいたらご主人様は迷惑ですか？
She puts the sandwich down on the plate. And just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturning eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. I answered clearly.
そうですか。そうですよね。
Her shoulders drooped more than before. Dropped more. Drooped. Her ears, too.
ショコラ。
Unable to make any fun of the situation, Vanilla could only look on with concern. Silence. The pain from last night was prickling at my heart again. I tilt and that already cool coffee cup, as my emotions stalled unpleadedly by my judgment.
それでもショコラはご主人様のところにいたいです。
Her ears, unusually always perky, were dropping. Chocola was speaking clearly under her own violation.
ショコラがいるなら私もここにいる。私もここにいたいと思う。
Vanilla's usually blank expression did not break. However, she showed me her strong violation. I don't remember Chocola and Vanilla ever being this disobedient. But that thought was in the back of my mind, but if I was going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. That's understood? Hmm?
ご注文ありがとうございます。ロイヤルウッドです。ご注文いただきましたティーセットの配達にお伺いしました。ではこちらお店の中に運んじゃいますね。こちらの段ボールで全部ですね。では間違いなければ受領書にサインをいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
She smiled brightly and brought out a pen and the invoice. Okay, let's see. I once again look over the sales of the invoice I received. Somehow this does not look like what I ordered.
え、本当ですか？それは品物が違うということでしょうか？
No, the stuff I ordered is in here, but... I looked at the pile of boxes inside the bakery. There was a mountain of boxes inside a bakery. A mountain? It's as if inside the bakeries was completely made of boxes. As you can see, we do not need much tableware inside this bakery.
すみません。すぐに本社に確認しますので、少々お待ちいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。大変申し訳ございません。こちらのミスで別の注文書と混じってしまっていたようでして。 水無月様の方もすぐにご入りようと思いますので、もしよろしければご注文分の食器を受け取っていただければと思うのですが。
Take the receipt of this order. From all of this, towards the mountain of cardboard boxes. The words were struck in my throat. All of them were of equal sizes. I couldn't know what was inside each of them without opening them all. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see that they were containing of expensive tea sets and tableware. And even if I took it all, with a tall order to deal with all this new stuff, there's still stuff that I need to do in advance opening, so I don't mind taking this stuff. But it's going to take a while to deal with all of this.
もちろん私もお手伝いさせていただきますので、私も次の配達に行かないといけないですし。
Look, you don't need to give me all this pressure. From the looks of it, it will take me 2 hours or more. But to have it redelivered would be a redundant too. Looks like I have a lifeline.
何ですか？猫ちゃんたち本当に助かりました。ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。では私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
Haha, I'm exhausted. I glanced at the organized tableware. I lowered myself into a chair. Thank you, Chocola. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware has arrived. Soon, I had to get the bakery ready for the opening. I did say I needed any help I could find, and when I really needed help this time, praise them. They praised Miora. I could sense it. She had a wide smile on her face and was ready to stand and receive my praise. Thank you. This was all thanks to Chocola and Vanilla for helping me. You two are getting a bit too close to me. The two of them leaned forward to press their case. It is true that without Chocola and Vanilla, I would have a real problem. It would have been a real problem. But this has nothing to do with before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I was going to ask you two to come work for me, okay? I see. Wow, I'm such a horrible person as this main character, man. Cut them some slack, they could help you work out. Her shoulders dropped along with her ears and tail. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened. She struggled up to the second floor. Chocola isn't a fool. I knew that she was going out of her way to help me with that energy of hers. That is why this wasn't something I could easily change my mind about. Even more so if she cared that much for me. She spoke in a small voice, in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked that question. You two aren't bad girls, that is why I don't want you two to be here. It's because you two are good girls that I can't allow it. She blinked as she took in my words. It was almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She stared directly at me. Vanilla. With those words, she went upstairs. The small footsteps sound far away. Before long, I couldn't hear them anymore. People are hard to understand, huh? Inside the empty bakery. I repeated those words she just said to me. Now that I think about it, it is inconsiderate to thinking, isn't it? Cats do not understand that. Having heard these said out loud, I begin to understand what it's really meant. Nekos can enjoy many things by living a simple life, huh? I looked at the name of the bakery affixed to the window. With a bitter smile, I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier.
NekoPara! あれ、今日はあのたこ焼き屋がいない。
The teriyaki seller isn't here today. Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park at night. However, the food stand was nowhere to be found. Also, it just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take the nekos home. I also left behind the house key. That is why I made use of the time to do some shopping before taking them home.
ごめんバニラ。なんだっけ、また旅だっけ。だいたいそんな感じ。
This isn't the right words at all. Chocola, if you tried, why don't you rest up a bit?
はい、少しだけ。でも大丈夫ですから。心配かけてごめんなさい、ご主人様。
There's no need for you to apologize. She had an embarrassing smile on her face as she nodded. It was pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. This is why there was nothing that could be done. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit?
じゃあ私、何か飲み物買ってくる。
Ah, thanks. Something for everyone, okay?
了解。
I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocola. The consistent sea breeze rusted the trees in the park. When in an empty park, you could hear the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocola. Like the gentle setting sun, time passes slowly. Her voice was quiet enough that I almost couldn't hear her. Yet she was answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by a gentle rub, Chocola's head.
たまにはご主人様に電話してもいいですか?
Aww. I'm just saying aww.
ご主人様のところに遊びに来てもいいですか?
Uh-huh.
ご主人様はショコラたちのことはちゃんと毎日思い出してくれますか? ショコラは離れててもご主人様って
I would hug her. I would be like in those animes, like, oh, grass and hug. With a shrieking voice, she wiped away her tears. Her voice crackled as she deciphered her swallowing. She looked in pain as she did her best to hold back her emotions. I did my best to hold back the irresponsible words that were about to leak out. Of course I will. Aww. Not really that good of a master. I was irritated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not even be put into words. As much as I could, I gently rubbed Chocola's head. I don't think I'm being kind. Before? Chocola closes her eyes and smiles. Ah, of course. I remember that. It was a cold day half a year ago. Chocola and Vanilla were still young and couldn't even speak yet. They were huddling together, crying by the road. And it was the day that I picked them up in their small cold bodies and took them home. There was no way I could simply forget the important day of our family grew. In the beginning, you two didn't really get used to things at home. You two didn't eat at all, which worried her. As we talked about the past, I started to hear a bitter laughter in her voice. Do you also remember when... Oh, yes. Ah, I do remember that. It was a few days after we brought Chocola and Vanilla home. The only occasion they drink a bit, occasionally water, and we always didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnutrition and cold weather had really weakened their bodies. When Chocola and Vanilla had high fever, they really were in pain. It's alright, I'm with you too, so don't worry. So cute. Aww. I don't blame how she feels. My character is blind. Come on, see it. See the love. Her eyes were filled with tears. They were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled. I was gonna say smelled, sorry. She smiled all she could before me.
人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いて、いても立ってもいられなくて、どうしても一緒に行きたくて、しぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
She said that with the faintest of smiles. The words were gentle and warm, but they were also sad and an emptiness that could not be reached. Chocola. I was the one she was saying this to, but the only thing I could say was her name.
お金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。でもやっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなのなんとなくわかります。本当になんとなくですけど、お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。今すぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。だからもう一度だけショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。
My heart is melting here. Aww. Using her will keep her tears from overflowing. Chocola said those words clearly once again. Chocola, if you could be with me. My inner thoughts were ready to overflow as it engulfed me. For me to so honestly yearn for that, for me to so innocently believe that, this is no way I would be against it. The day Chocola and Vanilla became an important part of my family. If they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. But I was selfish to leave home like that. I didn't want to get my important family wrapped up in my selfishness, and I have experienced unnecessary hardships. You two are important to me after all. My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point, and she looked right at me and she stood at Chocola's side. Vanilla.
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。それでも一緒にいたいものだと思う。私たちが幸せかどうかなんて、いくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。それに大事な人が大変ならなおさらそばにいたい。何ができるかはわからないけど、でも辛い時にそばで励ますことくらいできるよ。
Her gentle nature was like the setting of the sun, a warm and soft smile. The uncharacteristic words from Vanilla were like real penetrating through my heart.
だからきっとしぐれも私たちがご主人のところについていくのを許してくれた。しぐれはご主人と一緒に行くことはできないから代わりにお願いって。だからご主人が本当にショコラのことを思うなら一緒にいるべきだと思う。
There was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. Those honest words went straight through me. Who am I to dictate Chocola and Vanilla's happiness? That was the only thought in my other words' empty mind. The words continued to resonate in my head.
たとえ ら大変でもショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。だからお願いします。ご主人様のそばにいさせてください。ここがショコラがいたい場所なんです。
On the verge of crying, she smiles. But Chocola clearly smiles. It was nothing but pure genius words, genuine words. People really are at loss for words when it comes to nekos, huh? At any reason, there's no to those words. Was nowhere to be found. It won't be like back home, but you can't just live here any way you like. You got it?
大丈夫です。ご主人様がいるだけでショコラは幸せですから。やれやれ、ついにご主人陥落。いやよいやよも好きのうち。だね。
The teary moment seemed to blow away by her beaming smile. Perhaps I just didn't believe in my family enough, huh? Thinking from the perspective, it was simply a concept. It was still immature thought of me through. When it came to honesty, perhaps nekos were more human than humans were. From here on, we need to do our best together.
毎晩大トレじゃなくて大丈夫です。たまにでいいです。お肉も A4 でいい。松阪牛なら脂身最高。
That's all you two have been eating at home, isn't it? Even if the road ahead is uncertain, I lovingly rubbed their heads. Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district then?
なんでですか？お買い物はもう終わったんですよね。
We have to go, but the shampoo you two like, don't we?
ご主人
Go buy that silky shampoo.
ついでに松阪牛も買おう。
Well, today's a celebration, so why not?
やったー！お祝いパーティーですね。ご主人太っ腹。さすがは私たちのご主人。
Just this once, okay? Together with the happy and high-spirited Chocola